How you doing, everyone? Welcome along. Returning at home with me. Hope you are all having a great afternoon and you're settling in for a spectacular demonstration by myself. uh, no Doug today, but I managed to get two nice earwormers to talk to. So here they are. Are if I can bring them in,
He's
there they
he's
are.
he's, go, he's going up a class in the earworms. It's
Well,
called
yeah.
Pete. It's called Pete.
Brian's feeling much better, so
I am indeed. Yeah.
it's good to see him back on the screen. It's
Thank
good
you,
to see
Paul.
you too, Pete.
Good to be here.
So I'll put you back in the background and explain what I'm going to do. So our club had the pleasure of Gary Lowe on Saturday, and he turned 4 projects, and he turned a wee hollow vessel pot thing, and there was a bit of carving in it and a bit of texturing and color. So I thought I would give it a go. And this is a piece of, I think it's a piece of sycamore. I'm not 100% sure. I've had it for quite a while. It's been sitting outside in my
Show us the
ground
show,
shed.
show us the overhead picture of it.
And show you a tailstock view of it. So,
Yeah, sycamore probably.
yeah. So it's 6.5 inches long and it's 5 inches to the deepest part wide. So I will get it rough to the round. I have it mounted between centers, both dead centers, and I've checked everything's nice and tight. You should always make everything's tight. Make sure your lid's turned down, and I like to stand to the side, turn it on, because if it's going to come on, it'll whiz by you, and hopefully not hit you up the head. Right, okay, so I'll get this rough down to the round, and we'll get
Yeah.
a tannin
If it's
put
going to
on
come
one
off, it'll
end
do
of
it
it.
at the beginning,
Yep,
usually.
and
Unless your name's Pete.
and
Yep, I can
one
get them
of
off anytime.
one of my new earworms will tell me what's going on.
Go on, Brian.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
more
tell you then.
professional than me.
We've got we've got 11 people. 11 people in currently. And first in this today, apart from Paul, was Pete. Pete was first in, but then he came and joined us as a earworm, so that's good. Dodsy's in all the way from. Rob from Copperell Woodcoming was in after Pete, and then Chris Dodds came in all the way from Australia, and we have Robert Brockwood in as well. Gerard, the French woodturner, all the way from Cork. Paul Houghton, the Greasby turner. Malcolm Douglas is in. Andy of the Bundy Row variety has also joined us today. Who else have we got? Bob P, all the way from Alexandria in Virginia. So we have an international audience today. Oh, all good.
Very good. Welcome along, everyone.
And that's currently all the names I have in the chat list, I think.
I'm just going to have a wee stop and look at this. I'm saying it's sycamore, but I think it's not. I got
maybe
this
it's
given
not
to
then.
me, and I got some sycamore given to me along with some copper beech. So this could be a piece of copper beech.
I'm not so sure about being sycamore now, all the little marks on it.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
I think it's copper beech because I
Could
know
be.
there was two different timbers I was given. So I just thought of it.
Had
Let you
sycamore
know
looking
that.
bark on it enough, but a lot of trees have, when they're quite young, have got similar sort of bark anyway. The bark doesn't really develop till later.
That's true.
Right, that's to the round. So we'll put a tannin on this and we'll get them mounted into the chuck jaws. So I think we'll go for put a tannin on this one.
So the lovely Michelle just made me a cup of tea. I had a visitor here this morning, and she just made me a cup of tea, so that was good.
Yeah.
But the visitor, we had a visitor, Trevor Powell. Any of you know who Trevor Powell is? He's always in the chat. But he doesn't be in the chat very often, doesn't chat, but he watches everybody's videos.
What's in the background?
Yeah. And he's over on holiday to see his daughter, who lives in Cranfield, which is about, well, 35 minutes from me. So he popped up to see me this morning, which was very nice of him.
Yeah.
To see how I was keeping.
Especially as that means that you get cups of tea made for you.
Uh-huh.
Because Misha wouldn't do it otherwise.
And better than that, there was a whole plate of biscuits put out because Trevor was here.
Ah,
You know that's against the law to put the biscuits back in the packet.
it
so
is, yeah.
I'm going to have to eat them. All good.
There's nothing wrong with that. So we'll put that wee fellow out of the way.
Is that the SC4 chuck or SC3? No, SC3.
SC3.
Yep.
From Record Power. So
It's a good little
get your
chuck.
stock up and match it up with your hole from the step, and then make sure it's nice and seated into the back of that, and it is. And then you can tighten your chuck jaws down and make sure it's spinning okay, and it seems to be okay. So, as I said, this is a wee it's hollow pot, he called it, and bit of shaping to do towards the bottom of it and make it a lot narrower. And then we'll take the inside out, and he turned it quite thin. So why he turned it thin was he put a line down here. I'll show you an overhead, and if I can find my pencil. So what he did was he drew two straight lines down here for centerpiece, and he textured this wee bit, and then he textured the rest of it, and then he colored it one color, and then colored this another color. So it looked all right, and he actually cut a bit of this away at an angle. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know.
Oh, Vinny
Right.
Charles joined us. Hi, Vinny.
Welcome, Vinny. So I'm just removing a lot of waste timber here from the bottom of it. Simple roughing gouge.
Jared's not having tea, he says. He's having a cup of tomato soup. Very nice, Jared. I like tomato soup as well. As long as it's Heinz's.
It's got to be the right time of year as well.
Yeah.
Can't have soup in the summer.
Well, we're far from the summer yet. The weather I'm looking at out the window, although it's quite pleasant. There's no wind today and no rain, which is unusual for here.
We're sort of halfway through March now, and
it's kind of cold, mind you.
Yeah, it is cold. Very cold Saturday.
Yeah, very, very cold Saturday. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I'm just trying to initially get the shape I'm happy with. We don't want to make it too narrow at the bottom of the vessel. Won't sit when it's sitting on the flat. So
yeah, there's no point making a hollow form that's top heavy. It just falls over.
Paul, I haven't got to go giving you grief about cutting off space, have I? You're not as bad as Brian.
Yes, yeah, oh, he is. He's as miserable as me. Yep.
Yeah, I like to use all the timber, Pete. But seeing you said that, I'll just mark my waist.
On a serious note, putting that mark on there, whether it's pencil or taken down like that, it gives your eye a proper focal point of the actual piece you want to finish
Yeah,
up
it's a
with.
good idea.
It does. It certainly does. It's a lesson I have still to learn, Pete.
So I
We'll
think
we'll
I'm
carry on
up
working on it.
Let's call it a work in progress.
Yeah, that's definitely not sycamore.
No,
No, it's not.
It's Copper
Yeah,
Beech.
that's rather
That's
nice.
what it is.
actually.
It's going to have a nice
keep it.
grain pattern on it. Yeah.
Right. So we'll put that out of the way, and we'll
Terry Bartlett has joined us from Plymouth.
Hi,
Plymouth
Terry.
Returns.
Oh dear. So we'll get the Jacobs chuck in the tailstock and give us a wee hand of removing some of this timber before we start hollowing. Anything you can do to make your life easier, do it. You don't always have to hollow it all out if you don't want to.
100% correct.
Why make things hard when you can?
Oh, that's why all these tools are invented, so to make life a bit easier.
Yeah,
But sometimes it's nice just to practice hollowing. It's good to do the whole thing occasionally. But if you're producing something to go, for sale,
yeah.
nobody's going to know whether you hollowed it or not with
So
a gouge or a
we'll turn the
or
speed down a
whatever.
wee bit.
Well, no, the whole point of a gouge is it does the outside cut and
Mhm.
hides everything else. But that middle bit just doesn't move fast enough. It's
So this is 25 mil portion a bit, and just for drawing it to clear the shavings. Because as you've seen last week, I had a jam in the piece, and the Forstner bit came off the extension, and I had a wee bit of problems getting it out of the timber.
Yeah.
So
Mhm. We've all
it's
been there.
good idea to remove the shavings as you go, and move. I like to move my tailstock forward and retract
Mhm.
the quill, so you have no chance of bending it if you do get a nasty catch. So that was a 25 mil. So we'll change that over to the, I think it's 35 mil, just to widen that hole a wee bit.
Yeah, you've only got to look at the shavings. As you pull them back out, they instantly expand into the open space.
They do.
You know what's going on inside there.
And once they start to expand inside the piece, you're on a hiding to nothing.
And especially if your wood's wet or dumpy, you have more chance of having the jam in it. I think that's a wee bit dumpish, as I say that. But it's been sitting out there for quite a long time. But it just could be cold, sitting out with the weather.
We live in a fairly damp country, Paul. And February was the wettest February on record. So
I mean, it's quite a big blanket. It's going to take a few years to get the middle of that dry.
absolutely, yeah. You would really need to kiln dry that to get it dry all the way through.
Right. Right, I've hit the bottom of
What do
first
you reckon
portion of
about it? It dries about an inch a year, roughly.
Yeah.
Right. So
Kiln drying just really isn't working on anything bigger than 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
we'll remove some timber from the top of this, and I'm just going to use the bull gouge here, using the lower wing. Just gently, because this is quite a bit away from the headstock, so there's a chance you could get a
Like that.
Just like that.
catch,
Just like
and it'll
that.
come off.
That's two in a row. Pete
Two
did
in
the
a
same
row.
thing yesterday.
Same thing. Like, just like looked at the cameras instead of the tool.
Yeah.
So easy to do.
So you should always take your time, and
Light cuts.
light cuts.
And Chris Dodd said, damp. You could get a glass of water out of that.
If you squeezed it hard enough, don't you?
Yeah, I think it is a wee bit dampish. Right, let's see how that's sitting. Oh, look at the shape of that.
Ooh,
You've got a cone-shaped wide tail piece that you can put in there.
Yes, I do. I can put that
shove that in at first and see can you get it to
cone
come.
I use for when I'm doing goblets. This'll
That would be fine.
That'll be. Yeah, I should do. Or what that. Revolving Santa go right in. I would. I'd have to take that off. So these things pop up when you're least expecting them, and it's nice to see it happening too, because it lets everybody else see that
It
you're
does.
not alone when it
Yeah.
happens to you. You know.
You're not alone. And also, if you stood right, it's dramatic, but it's not that dangerous. As
No.
long as you're
Yeah.
stood in the right place.
Chris Dawes just put in the chat hashtag catch week.
Yeah, everybody has to
Well,
make some.
well, it started
Yeah,
yesterday, so I'm not turning
And,
in this week just in case.
and it falls off the chuck. That's the piece you have to make. Right. Let's see.
Yeah, my plan for next Sunday is to do very, very small pieces. When it comes off, it's not going to hurt.
Mini turning, yeah.
Right.
Spin that a wee bit.
So we're back to where we were. You can see where I got a catch there.
You didn't have.
Just it just caught the bottom part of the wing there, and when I brought it in, so that's all right. We can
Yeah, a wee bit off there, but we can fix
tidy
it.
that up. Okay. Right. So
Yep, you just caught the bottom of the wing and it dug itself in.
I tend to find that a spindle gouge catches less than a bowl gouge when you're doing that particular cut.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it probably does.
It definitely does. It's got a wider flute.
Chris Dodd said, I know my blood pressure tablets are working when that happens to me.
Stop that and clear the shavings out.
It's a little bit noisy.
Okay. Ooh, there's a big inclusion
Let's go.
down there.
See, I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Is that a rotten bit in the middle of that log?
It looks like it.
You got a bigger Forstner bit you can stick down through there for.
I'm going to put the Forstner bit to
Yeah.
take me down to my depth. I just want to
Right.
widen the mouth of this so that I can get the
Structure.
Jacob's chuck and all in.
Okay. Good spot for a Simon Hope Hollowing tool. That'll be a good job for that.
So have I. It's still in the drawer.
I've kind of almost completely switched over to using that for hollowing.
Yep, me too. Just about all the time. The only time I use a gouge now is when I'm doing a goblet, and I can't be bothered changing tools.
Well,
I
there is
just
that.
drill it-
If I'm
drill it-
being
I just
lazy,
drill it
then
with a-
but-
yeah,
my tools are all behind me, so it's not any effort to pick it up.
just.
I think it's
I
just
quite like.
laziness.
I actually quite
sometimes.
like drilling the inside of a goblet with a spindle gouge.
Yeah, so do I.
Norman Greenwell's in. Hi, Norman.
Welcome along, Norman. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
How tall did we say this vase was going to be?
It's 5.5 inches, I think I said.
Oh.
No, it's 6.
Yeah, it's 6 inches, 5.5 across, wasn't it?
Well, it's not 5.5 now because I took a quite bit off it.
Yeah.
Just let us have a way of GF Duke with my scale to see where we are. So I'm here. So that leaves me a wee bit of the bottom to round. I want to get
Yeah.
with the gouge. So I'm happy enough with that. So we'll take that sticky in the arm thing out of the way.
The elbow stopper.
Yeah, the elbow stopper. It'll give you a
very
nasty.
thing.
Get rid of that.
Yeah,
Rid of the
it's
chuck.
no fun when it pokes into your elbow, for sure.
I actually cut my
Right.
finger on it the other day.
Got
Taking
your
it out.
finger on it. Oh,
Yeah,
right, okay.
taking it out, just run my finger across the point of it. Just slice from my skin.
Right.
Nasty, beautiful thing.
Get the rest of this out. I'll change back to tailstock. I'm probably going to do with a wee bit of light in there, Paul, to help bring my wee light round.
It's a clever light.
Where's my
Yes.
plug? It helps when you can see what you're up against.
It does.
I'll turn the speed up a wee bit. I'm happy about 1400 RPM. Oh, it's quite chittery.
Yeah, that's the inclusion bit. You're got bits of air there as well.
I'm just going to bring the top wall down to the thickness and then watch very
Yeah, don't forget you might want to square the outside a bit. Yeah.
maybe change over the spindle gauge and see what happens. That bowl gauge might be a wee bit
coarse for the job.
Yeah. Just have to take my time.
Yep. There's no rush.
Just bring the top down gradually. Because I'm not going to get a chance to go back on it, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because
Just
it's
remember
so
you need
far
to
away.
leave a wee bit of thickness because you're going to have to straighten up the outside.
Yeah.
Leave a little bit of meat there for yourself.
And again, this is on the end grain. So it's going to put up a bit of a fight. stop and have a wee look at that. Just coming into that inclusion, whatever it is.
Are you going to get past it? You got to get past the inclusion now.
Yeah, I think I will.
Turn away, aye. You wonder what causes that in a tree.
That's usually where a branch gets snapped off when it's young. It just goes
Yeah.
around it.
It just rots away from the inside then.
Yep.
Too low.
Was that a trunk piece or a branch piece, Paul? Do you
It
know?
was a branch piece.
Hmm.
A bit too high.
Just for anybody watching the video that hasn't heard the explanation already, can you talk us through your light there, Paul?
Pardon?
Just in case there's somebody watching who hasn't already heard the explanation, can you just tell us about your light? Magnetic
Yes,
light
it's
that you've got on there.
It's a wee magnetic light, and a wee magnet on it, and you can bring it on to the back of your tool rest.
I
And
think I'll have to get myself one of them.
It helps a lot with, especially if you're doing a deep hollow and you want to get it in to see where you are, because it helps.
Is that mains powered or USB powered?
It's mains powered.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mains powered. Yep. But the plug has a wee transformer on it.
Yeah. The LEDs are mostly 12 volt, like.
It's got a plug. Where are we? One of these wee thingies, so you can
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
unplug it. So there's quite a good long lead on them too.
Hmm.
Right, I'm having a wee bit of bar with that. I'll see if I can move. Jesus, feeding apart until just to push down through that. Well, that's hard. Just have a wee look at that. Right, I think I'm through the inclusion. All right.
Mm-hmm. We got past it. Getting a fair bit of resistance because the tool's overhanging the tool rest by a good bit, you know.
Yeah.
Longer handles required.
Yeah, there's a question of using the tools to hand, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Still a good inch to go to the bottom of that Forstner bit end it. So I'll try removing the rest of this with this feeding tool.
Well, basically, you're just using that as a negative rate scraper there.
Yeah, I'm just pushing it straight in and remove the timber.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's hard. Right.
I think you're just
It's
it's fighting you a bit there.
I'm not getting any further with that tool. So I might have to get the same and hope tool out in a minute. We'll see what this is like. Right. Into the drawer. Where's Mr. Hope? We'll get him out of the cupboard. So there's a longer reach in this tool I have. from Simon Hope. It's one of the Hollow One tools for his wee carbide cutter on it. For
That's the boy. That's the boy you should have been using the whole time.
yeah. Sometimes I forget I have it. Brian.
That's a really good tool. That.
Oh, that's a lot better.
There you go.
That's just great for ingrain. I should have knew better. You know. I'm not getting any terrible vibrations off that now.
Nope.
It's cutting it.
That's it. A heavy piece of steel.
And the
All
best
different.
about the flat bar, rather on the round bar, it won't flip over on you. And the wee
Indeed.
cutter's set at 45 degrees anyway, so it's as long as you have it on about center height, it'll just nip the shavings away.
I was going to say it's probably camera angle, but from our viewpoint, it looks like you're below center there.
Yep. Just on center or just a fraction below is fine, usually. But on center is better. Would you believe I haven't got one of those?
Yet.
I'm just about to say that. I haven't got one, but I think Simon Hope might be getting a call because I want one of those.
You talking to me there?
Yeah, I'm just saying that I actually haven't got one of those tools. There's that list, I'll write it on it, that tools that I've required, you know.
There's something we all didn't know. Right, okay. We're almost at the bottom of that, so a wee bit more hickory pokery with it, and we should get to the bottom of that hole.
Now, I haven't spent any money on wood turning for nearly 4 months now.
That's because you haven't done any wood turning for nearly 4 months now.
That's because I nearly haven't done any, right?
As soon as you get back out in that workshop, then the shopping list will start to get useless.
Start to get bigger. Well, excuse me while I just click on here and type in here SIMON. Oh, it comes up. Oh, look, first thing, I've only typed in Simon. It comes up the very first thing on my list that says Simon Hope Hollowing Tools. How did that happen? Hope wood turning.
So
that's the very place.
If this was in the jig that comes with this, it would be a lot easier. But I'm not going to set it up now because it's almost here at the bottom. It takes too long to set it up, and for all I need to do at the bottom here, it's not worth it. But it will steady that up, and all you have to do is feed it in and take it gentle. There's no up and down with it. It'll just stay on the.
Yeah, that's the sort of depth where the Sorby Steady Pro comes into its own.
Yep, perfect. Would be perfect for that.
I'm actually a wee bit low there. That's what's wrong.
Gerard was asking if you're having withdrawal symptoms, Brian.
Well, totally am. Absolutely, totally having withdrawal symptoms.
Worse than that, his bank balance has got a plus sign in front of it.
It has, aye. It's not red. I can't find that tool. Is that it? I hope it ain't.
Part of the rig that he sells.
Yeah, but it's the Hope 8mm heavy duty.
Yeah, that's a quirk bit of steel there, you know. You'll be doing something to bend that.
Yeah.
You can just see the bottom of that inclusion. See it?
Yeah.
It goes right into the bottom, but it doesn't shine. It doesn't come out where the tenon is. So I just need to tidy this bottom up. Check the thickness, wall thickness here, and just round this over.
Oh, I slipped. Oh, I slipped. I just pressed the button and added that to my shopping cart. Oh dear. That was a mistake. Oh.
Yeah, you
No
can
point
just hover
spending.
over that checkout button there, Brian.
No, what I might have to do, Pete, is leave it in the shop basket for a minute and have a look in the rest of the site.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many tools there, Brian. But you could spend
Right to tell you,
£1,000 easy.
right to tell you this, I've got most of them.
Oh, well, all right then. Let's see if
Mhm.
I get the back of wall thickness of that. So we have about 5 mil, about 8 mil. I'll need a bigger set. I'll get right down the bottom.
Has anybody got one of those termite complete kits? Has anybody got one of those? Termite cutters. It's like a ring cutter.
Yeah, it's the one-way version of the ring cutter.
Oh.
Right, about half inch down to the bottom. So there's quite a bit of
Good
timber to take off that as it comes round.
Is that inclusion still in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, right at the very bottom.
Yeah, right in the bottom, yeah. Yeah, Terry Butler, another 12.99. You're correct. Sorry. I cheered myself up. I'll buy some tools today. Why not? After me sitting here talking to Trevor this morning saying I don't need any more tools, Paul brings out a tool that I haven't got.
Yeah, but need and want are two different things, aren't they?
Well, that's true. That's true. Oh, you get a hook variety of that one as well.
There's a couple of different
Mm.
tools you can add to that rest. So still a wee bit to come out of that.
Is that the Hope Steady Pro system you've got? With the Hope?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just the system. It's the one.
I have that, but it just has round bars on it. I haven't got the flat one.
There's a couple with round bars on it, and there's this one, and just checking the height here.
It's pluses and minuses on both. With the round bar, you can
It's a wee bit
alter
low
the cut
still.
angle to make it more
Mhm.
aggressive or less aggressive.
Yeah.
With the square bar, then you're.
But that there
45.
works. That there works great, and the end grain, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can see that's just happily cutting that.
Mhm. It certainly is.
And the nice thing is that you get shavings, but short shavings because of the size of the ring.
Yeah.
So they don't clog up hollow forms. If you've got a closed neck, that's even more important.
Indeed,
Feel
you're quite right.
Just feel with the fingers. Fingers can tell you a lot. So if I can get these wee ridges here, you can just see them halfway
Yeah,
down. A couple of wee ridges there. I need to get a moved, and I'd be happy enough with that at the bottom.
Did you tell me that was an 8mm cutter that's on that? Where's that picture?
I think that's about an 8mm cutter, isn't it?
looks
Yeah, I
like
think
it. Yeah.
so. Like bring that thing back up on the screen to have a look at it, because there's no point in buying a tool without a spare cutter. Simon, hope your pictures. Oh, it is 8mm. There's there. Yep. Okay.
Let's give that our we blow out and see.
Where is that? That
Well,
went
we
to my
are.
basket.
Right, I'm happy with that bottom bit. There's just a ridge here. You can probably see it in the camera now. The light's not shining on it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. I'm impressed with that light as well. Where did you get that light from, Paul?
I got that from I can't remember the name of the place. Does Simon not do it? Look at his website. I think he
Don't know.
does.
Jennifer's
I
Craft
know-
and Creations has joined us. Hi, Jennifer.
I know the Woodshed did have some of them,
Right.
but they might be sold out. I forget the name, but if I can look it up later. I'll send you the
That's all right, mate.
details
Thank
of
you.
it. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. We'll just run the round nose scraper, or my big scraper down this. Nah, that's a big scraper there. Lovely big beefy thing. Just to see if it help with these wee ridges. And with any scraper, if it's not negative rake, you want to be higher than the center slightly.
Mhm.
And that just will do that
Tip it
line.
down, it actually becomes a negative rake just by adjusting the tool rest.
Yeah.
Right. It certainly does.
So this will just smooth out any.
Albert Dawson has joined us. Good afternoon.
Well,
We'll just check the wall thickness down here again. There's still a wee bit, so I can take a wee bit off this on the outside still. Now that I have this more or less where I want it.
Yeah,
And I
you can
still
see it's slightly off centre on the outside, so it needs just a skim.
I'm happy enough where the inside is, so that could come down a wee bit, and it still has a good foot to sit on. That's not just getting me down the very bottom, but I just change scrapers. This one. It's too low. See, that one's the extra thickness on it, so
Yeah, slightly
was
thinner
what-
scraper.
yeah. So I'm sort of tilting this at an angle, a shear scrape, just the bottom of that.
good job.
You just have to watch where your wee lead. It doesn't get caught up on the piece. And it's removing quite a bit of timber anyway. So we'll stop that and have a wee look.
Been watching Richard Raffin stuff lately. He uses a scraper a lot.
Yeah, the stuff he can do with a scraper is unreal.
And he doesn't, he has absolutely no time for negative rake scrapers.
Right, you can see that that's quite good inside. We'll just get a rough sand and not too worry about the sanding of it. We'll get moved on to the next part of it. It is a wee bit damp, and now you have the shavings from the inside of that.
Yeah, you
They
can feel
are
the
a wee
dampness in them,
bit.
yeah.
It is a wee bit damp.
Norman
So-
mentioned Wood Art Products, so I found the link to that light.
Good man, Pete, thank you.
Wood art, is it?
Yeah, we don't.
You say aye, I think that is. That's what it was.
Right, let's
I
go to
bought-
the check out again.
I bought that light off them, and I bought some cool jaw buttons off them.
God, I should have said I've got loads of cool jaw buttons. Oh,
We'll just stick I don't think there'll be much dust to this because it's a wee bit on the dampy
it's a bit on
side.
the damp side.
So we'll do a wee bit of sanding to that just to make it good.
Oh, better still, I've got credit in PayPal. Oh, even good. What is this?
Do-do-do-do-do. A stick's a good thing for getting down in there. You don't want to put your fingers or hand anywhere near in
Yeah, I
there.
know.
You'll end up with a very sore hand or wrist.
It's never a good idea to put your fingers in a holoform. Unless it's just a tiny little box or goblet or something.
That's not bad. That's sounding better than I thought it would. Being a wee bit damp. That's the cheapest tool in my workshop. A bit of stick with a bit of Velcro on it.
I have a few of them. Jennifer wants to know what wood it is.
It's a bit of copper beech, Jennifer.
So beech, basically.
It's beech. An orpharelli of beech.
I have one of those specialist sticks, Andy. Yeah, I definitely do. I have a whole selection of specialist sticks. But they're not expensive. You just make them yourself.
Quite nice there. It's nice right down to the bottom. You can just see that inclusion right down in the very bottom there.
Yeah, it's actually nice in there.
Yeah. So it started from about halfway up here. So there must have been some sort of a limit growing somewhere on it. Right. We'll give it a wee squirt of the old sand sealer just because we can.
So once again, watching Paul's cost me money because I've just bought one of those lights. I was going to buy the extension lead as well, but for a £2.50 extension lead, they want an extra £3 postage, which I object to. So I'm not going to buy that. I'll make my own.
Right. You know, I got the lead with it.
Yeah, they sell 3 different sizes of extension lead to go with it.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Separate postage for the
1.5.
extension lead, which bumps the price up, which is annoying. £2.50 extension lead costs an extra £3 in postage.
Oh, it's a bit crazy.
Mine came all one. That's I think it was a good 2 meters in that. Because I still didn't unravel it. I don't know if you can see that. I'll change over the overhead.
I mean, 1.5 meters is quite a long way. I've got plenty of sockets.
It's still
so it should
wrapped
be all
up,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
So I never bothered to unwrap it.
I think
Didn't see
a lot
any
of
point. So that's just a wee taste of sand sealer on the inside of that. So that's all I'm doing to that. And it looks not too bad. So the thing about that wee light, you can put it anywhere. Anywhere in your tailstock or your banjo.
Yeah, it's a handy gadget. And I've got various lights here, but that one's particularly good for that job.
Even if you're very deep hollowing, you have the tool that goes inside, your rest, and you can put it on the bottom of it, and you can get right in there. But you have to watch the wire because you could cut the wire very easily by the with the
It's all right, 'cause
rotation
it's
of
only
the
12
wood.
volt when it gets to that bit.
Yeah.
£7.50 for postage and bagging.
Yeah, it's with the extra lead, isn't it?
So we'll just tidy this. I'm missing a tool somewhere. Oh, it's over there. I just want to tidy the top of this up. We'll just use the spindle roughing gouge and just give it a wee light skiff over because when it flew out of the chuck, it did move a wee bit.
And Jared's pointing out that they're very easy to make your own anyway. They're a bit of the roll of LED light strip and a magnet.
Yeah.
Get a transformer on it, and away you go.
Too late. Too late. I've ordered it. Return sender.
So I'm just taking the thickness down on the outside here now, because I need this thin to cut the shape.
I must be feeling better. I'm spending money again.
And the other thing is you can buy cheap USB powered torches. And just rip them apart and use the components. Very easy to make.
Oh, come think of that. I've actually got a torch sitting in my workshop. It's USB. You can you recharge it with USB, and it's got a magnetic thing on it. But then, sure, it's not a new tool.
Yeah, if I made my own rather than buy one, I can't complain about Paul forcing me to spend money again.
That's it.
He's
Does it
almost
all
as bad as
time.
Wayne, actually.
He's getting a reputation for it.
Just check the thickness in that. It's about 5 mil. Yeah.
I think it's still a bit thicker on one side than the other.
A bit thicker here. So I'm going to be texturing this. So
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the condition of the outside of it. As long as it's flat and it looks all right and there's not a load of lines in it, you know, because the texture it'll hide a multitude of that. There's no use.
You don't send it to
spending a lot of
400 grit
time.
before you start chopping it out with a texturing tool.
Yeah. So if that stays there, 5 mil.
Malcolm's asking, can we have the overhead camera, please?
Overhead.
Yeah.
Okay. And just see the shape of that going down. So.
Oh, I know what you're at now, Paul. I know what you're going to do.
Do you?
Aye.
Good. I don't.
I have one. I have one sitting here. I'll show you when you're finished. I know exactly what you're at.
So from about quarter of the way down the bottom here, it needs to come in a wee bit, but I don't want to make the bottom of this too narrow. So I might just stop about there and be done with it, and we'll get to the marking out for the cutting and the texture.
It's also good when you've got a tapering in base, as this one has, to have just that little bit extra weight in the bottom compared to the top.
Yeah. So I'm happy enough with that. I'll just check that and see what it is. At the very bottom, it's a bit just over 1/4 of an inch. It comes up. I'm happy there. So we'll give us a wee rub-a-dub-dub with a sandpaper just for the sake of it. And that'll do that. Okay, so following along the lines of Gary Lowe's demo, he marked a center bit on this. So I'm going to use the tool rest to mark, let's see, I'm going to lock it spindle, so I don't want it moving. So I want to mark a line, straight line. Okay, I want it probably not lock for, and this will probably have to put the indexing on it. I'll do it freehand. So the bit in the middle can be any width you want, but I'm going to leave it about, what is that? I think he made an inch.
Well, Norman says he's finished his hashtag this week. His photos are sent to Steve.
Yeah, Done mine as
Good
well.
man. Good man. I might try and get out and do one tomorrow.
So
What is that, Pope? What is the hashtag?
It's a
It's
laced up or zipped up
the laced up
bars.
thing. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't do the list up bit. I done it without it.
I've,
Right. Anyway,
I've already got a laced up one. Could I just put the picture of that in? Or do I have to
No.
make another one?
You have to make another one.
I had to make another one, Brian. So,
Goodness. Mind you, I was out in the woods, my wood store this morning. I gave Trevor some bits of wood to go home with.
what he
And,
done was wrap a bit of tape around this.
Mhm.
So, I just remember an hour bit he done before. He marked the height of this. So, I'm going to bring it down, say, 1.25 on the bottom
Mhm.
side, and say inch, half inch there. Okay.
Okay.
So it's running through the point. It doesn't have to be 100%. If it's too much, it'll look. We'll find out if it's too much. And when we can bring where that pencil line is, it is too much. So I need to reduce that. Just bring that round. That looks all right.
Yep.
What does? This will give you your more or less your line to work to cut this. I just
Oh,
want.
can you work in the dark just for a bit? That light's a bit reflecting to see what you're doing there.
Yep. Let's see if I can fly them off a wee bit. Is that better?
Yeah, we can see it better now.
That's better, yep.
So I'm just going to
As
bring
long as you
the
can see.
It was
pencil
washing
line.
out a wee bit just.
Yeah, those LED lights are very bright. I'm just bringing the pencil line through the paper. And there's my bottom line. And that's my top line. So I'm quite a bit off. Let's see. I brought that round to that. I mean, yeah, it's not far away from it. Maybe bring it over a wee bit. Here's the first one. Just go for that. So what he did next was to cut. He cut across here. No, not there. He drew a line across here, and he
Mhm.
cut down to that mark, and he cut down to that mark. Okay.
Yep.
And then he followed it round and cut that. So I'm going to get the saw out here and try and
Andy the Woodwork Learner says that taping is up to the Mike Waltz standard.
It's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
So
He's obviously read Mike's book.
see if I can lock this spindle. Right, that's what it looks. So I just want to. So you can.
You could, if you didn't want to use a saw, you could use a Dremel with a diamond cutter on it. That would cut that.
Yeah, I haven't got a cutter for it, so that's why I'm using the saw.
But the saw's fine. I mean, if you've got a saw, use the saw. It's fine.
Yeah.
I
So
of
you
course
want to.
have a diamond
he-
cutter on my Dremel, and I have a new Dremel to put it in.
You have
For
indeed.
DK's giveaway.
And even something like a junior hacksaw would be fine too.
Yeah. Or a coping saw.
Anything so. Yeah.
So I'm just bringing the line right round. I'm not going right through it yet. Just want to get the line established, and then I can go.
Chris
And
is
you can
just.
always.
It'll be good practice to get your muscle memory back. Oh God, don't talk. I held the gouge the other day and it felt foreign in my hand. Need to get back, turn a few dibbers or something.
Don't talk to me about dibbers.
No, you've just finished a run of 100, haven't you?
Yep. Actually, they're not a problem.
No, they're not. Yeah, because they don't have to be the same. They go slightly
No.
different.
No, it's
So
Slice up the wood in a rough blank and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
well,
can
that's
do
round to there. So, now I need to cut this down. Move that camera out of the way. Okay.
Thanks, Andrew. I definitely will. I'll try for an hour or two in the workshop tomorrow afternoon. I'm actually feeling quite good today. So I'll give it a go tomorrow and see how it goes.
I think
I've
I made a
actually
boo-boo.
Why?
Uh,
You got too much out of that.
no, and this needs to come down more, so I need to
Mhm.
recut that.
Yeah,
Right.
spiral cut, yeah.
Yeah, my spiral's not in the right place, so I'll bring it down to that and redirect it. We can always fix
You know,
the
it wouldn't.
sand.
You know, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered if you hadn't cut that. Put that cut in. But it wouldn't have mattered.
We're gonna fix it with the sanding wheel. Just bring it round a wee bit. I thought it looked too much when I first put the tape on, and then I was second guessing myself. You see something, and then you sort of know the way it went, and then you're second guessing yourself. Was that right?
Thanks, Andy.
No.
Andy just said, Brian, don't rush us. Don't rush and hurt yourself. Just enjoy and have a bit of fun. That's entirely what I
Right.
intend to do. Thanks for it.
Right.
Oh, Haley's in. Hi, Haley.
Good afternoon, Haley.
So
From
we need
Wood
to-
and Burl.
Welcome along, Haley.
When does this picture have to be into Steve? By Friday, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll get them before Friday.
And still a wee bit caught there. Need to get this on that way. Okay. And a wee bit. There. Okay, so roughly that's the idea. It's not 100%, but we can work with it.
Mm-hmm.
So need to tidy that up, and we'll just get the sanding disc with a bit of beauty grit and just sand that edge a wee bit better. Oh, can't do that, Paul.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Oh,
Whoops. Whoops.
I could have been a wee
That
bit.
would have been interesting.
It's the same rules as indexing.
Yeah.
Don't turn the lathe power off because for some reason when you press the power switch on the drill, you just automatically refill the lathe power switch.
So just trying to blend this in. It's not bad looking at the shape of it. It's a wee bit off, but there's not a lot to it. Seeing this is the first go at it, you can make adjustments for it and do better the next time. So just cleaning the cut line up and then take it off the sanding pad and just do the round the edge inside. It still is a wee bit thick, I think. I think it would have been better with a wee bit thinner still. But anyway, we'll just go with what we have.
Indeed.
Just clean up. We cut off as well. I just seen him doing this on Saturday, and I like the look of it because I never tried anything like this, and it just Oh, there's something to have a go at.
Yeah, it's
You
good
know,
when that happens.
it doesn't
You
look
see
too,
something just drive you inspiration.
because you get sort of memory blocked of what to do. You know,
You do, aye.
what am I going to make
An
today?
ideas block, yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
So we're just heading the cut line up best we can by hand. I just got to change that sandpaper to 180. Just round our edge again. It doesn't really matter, because once you texture this, it's just going to sort of blend into the top and take the initial. Your eye won't be drawn to it straight away, you know. So I'm happy enough with that. Give that. Happy enough with that. Yeah. Okay. So the next part is to make a line, these lines here, and texture this wee bit. All right. So I'm going to use my Proxon. Just to make a wee faint line in the face. And make sure when you're plugging these in that it's turned off and you don't grab it by here, because that wee thing there would do a lot of damage.
Certainly would.
So I'm just going to, I've already tested this out in a piece of wood before I decided to, and I'm resting it on the tool rest on the actual guard.
Yeah, on the
And
guard,
just
yeah.
I'm making a wee faint line. That's all I want. So
Yeah, you just need to make sure that your tool rests far enough back that you don't slip off it.
it's probably a better way of doing this, but I don't have the tool that he done it with to do it.
But what did he use? A carving tool or what?
It was a wee Dremel, but it was a wee cutter on it. It wasn't one of these. It was something else. I don't have one. But
Did he have a little diamond cutter on it or
A
something?
little
Yeah.
ball gauge or something would do that on the end of a Dremel.
Would I?
Oh.
A little ball carbide or something would do it all right.
Yeah.
Or even a little diamond cutting disc that you get for a Dremel. They work for doing lines.
Yeah.
And the little ball things tend to kind of dig in and spin out occasionally.
Okay. That's
Ball
it. But
carbides.
so we can do the texture. And I'm just going to you don't want it uniform lines. You just want it to be random as you can get it.
Andy, you're a cheeky bit. I've just read back there. Andy says, make a step for the tractor. Get out.
Ruby shares with us. Said a V-tool for carving would work well.
Oh, Woody, huh? Or Woody. Where did I get Woody from? Ruby, I meant to say. Jeez.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi,
Yeah,
Ruby.
a V2 for carving would work well, that's right. Absolutely, Ruby. I have the Proxon carving tool, would be ideal for that. And it has a couple of cutters on it, a different depth of V groove or different width of V groove. It'd be perfect.
I would have moved the tool rest out of the way. That's making me nervous just watching that.
Yeah, me too. Just now. Catch it in the tool rest, you'll know you've done it. For sure. Andy says he's got the Ryobi cordless carving tool. Works nicely. I didn't know Ryobi did a carving tool. Ooh.
Another one on the list, Brian.
Oh no, that's one on the list for Matthew. You do a nice rotary tool, which I have, but I haven't seen the carving tool.
I'm just checking around for any big bits that I haven't hit. I think that's all right. I'll call it quits to that.
Looking good.
And get my wee nail down brush to take all the putties off. I might have to just give it a wee rub with sandpaper as well. Just go with the green. Okay. Right, okay. So we need to texture the wee centerpiece. And
Andy's rubbing it in now. He says it's a fairly new thing, Brian, and I managed to get it at half price. Must look up the Ryobi website now. I'll just mention to my son Matthew. He'll buy it for me. He's a good lad.
I'll just change the color over here in this wee tool. Where'd I put that? Oh yeah. So We've got the Dremel tool here, or it's not a Dremel one, it's a Black & Decker one with a wee carbide
Carbide
cutter,
ball.
wee ball from Kutzall. Let's see if I can lock this.
A Kutzall burr.
Kutzall burr. Yeah, that's not where I want it.
They're fairly aggressive things too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn it around with my chuck because I don't need to turn it no more. So it should be okay. Right. So want a couple of that'll do that. Looks right. Again, I'll just hit that with a wee bit of sandpaper. So I'll give it a coat of sand sealer before we paint it. Just using the spray on, testing up product because it's quicker and it gets all into the wee grooves just to seal the wood. I'll just do around the edge where it was sawn off.
So Jared says it's got the little Ryobi thing's got a 4-volt lithium battery, USB charged, $69 in the States.
What's that for?
It's for a Ryobi engraving or carving tool. Yeah,
Right.
I was going to say engraving tool. There, it's a carving tool.
Right. What color will paint this?
Whatever you like. Whatever. You like. What do you got?
We have a red, a deep blue, a very scarlet reddish, and a purple, and a yellow.
Loads of colours.
I think I'll go with the blue. I think it'll stand out more with the blue. So I'm going to use the airbrush.
You go. All right. Okay.
Because it's quicker.
Because it's quicker.
And it saves your fingers getting blue.
It does. For sure.
Right, I'm just going to put that on low speed. My thing's tangled up here. Come on. There, that's better. So, I need something to cover the bed ways. There. So.
Oh, Terry Hickington Arts has joined us. Hello, Terry from the boat. How's the boat doing, Terry?
Yeah, having fun bobbing about on the sea.
Just messing about on the water.
Brian, just looking at that power carver,
Oh no.
it's coming up at £80 or £80.95 pence on eBay, but on offer at Amazon at the moment, 49 quid.
Oh,
You can tell Matthew to buy it now.
mind you, I already have a power carver. I have a Proxon power carver. Do I really need another one?
Of course you do.
No, that one's battery operated, of course. You could take it anywhere. Might be good for demos. I'll have to think about that. Amazon's the place to go. I have trouble with that sometimes because sometimes Amazon won't ship lithium-ion batteries to here. I'll have to have
Yeah.
a quick
Postage
check of that.
restraints.
Mm-hmm. The blue's
Yeah,
nice,
just
Paul.
go,
I like.
just go in airmail, then they got problems with.
Yep.
You can send one airmail, you can carry one on personal
No,
baggage. So you
I'm
can't
just
send it
painting
back
that
to them.
centre bit blue too, but I'm going to change the colour of it.
Okay.
So that's the blue done. We'll get that cleared out of the airline.
And Terry says he's in his cell watching this
He's in his
on
cell.
prison ship.
He's on his prison ship still, in his cell. Indeed, you is.
He must be jumping at the bit to get out, to get home.
Where's Ruth now? What's Ruth at now? She's probably away in a Pilates class or something.
Oh, that we're having a cocktail.
Just cleaning
Yeah,
the
well,
airline out with a wee taste of water.
She has been known to have the odd cocktail, I have to say.
Those wee stains I'm using are water-based. So we need that to dry.
So basically, Terry said he's 600 miles from the middle of the Atlantic Ocean because the Azores are pretty much in the middle.
Oh, you know, that means he's
Let's
getting
see.
closer to home. Oh, I know. He's going to be back shortly.
What else could I use for that?
Yeah, it's just another week he gets parole then.
I could paint that. So you got a wee paintbrush. And
Ruth has gone to choir practice, or Q-U-I-R-E, queer practice.
just give it a wee spin, see if it.
Chris Dodd wants to
Right
know
up
when
a
it's
wee bit.
Terry's turn to row. He's been rowing the whole time, that's why he went. I agree with Andy that blue is a nice colour. Nice and vibrant.
Yes.
I think I may do a few pieces that are pretty garish. That's a big word for you.
Haley says that they're the same price in B&Q, Brian.
Okay.
Just trying to dry this off a wee bit better before I do that centre bit. I've lost a wee bit of the colour there, so I can hit that in again. Right. So, colour-wise, I'm going to use a wee bit of black gesso to colour that centre piece. I'll turn that off a minute.
Terry said he liked my bowl from last night. Thank you very much, Terry. And Lisa loves it a bit. So,
Oh, that's the
brownie
important
points
thing. Then.
scored.
Points in the bank. Yep.
This probably won't stick to this because
It's got to be good when you get points in the bank.
Oh, yeah.
still wet. Okay.
Gotta say, I've only ever turned finials and other tiny things out of African blackwood.
Mm.
When I turn that bowl, it's got a weight to it. It's really satisfying to hold. Which means I put the wrong finish on. I should have gone for a lacquer because it's going to get fingerprints.
Yeah, be all right. You can always polish it back up again.
Still got the mortise in the
Oh.
bottom, so I can put it back on anytime.
All right. Okay.
This really would need to be 100% dry before you do that wee bit. So, sort of cancel my arm here. But if I can get some black on it, just to colour that bit.
Haley's been lashing it a wee bit. It's always an addiction. It's very expensive. I've got a Wood Art 50k brushless micro drill at New York. Indeed.
So just using the black gesso. So
I've just
Is that
spent
the one
80
that
quid.
Terry bought last year?
Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah. I bought the one just below that. Does 40k or something.
okay, I just want to touch the top of that on the sides. Still see that blue there. See that? See if I can hold that. Okay. So that right. So
Indeed. 12.99 for the 50k drill. Yeah, you're right. Not a chance. Decimal place in the wrong place there.
so that's that wee bit done. I need to that to dry to put the wee taste of gold into that, but I'm not going to get the chance to do that at the minute. But
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Haley at Woodenbog. She says, I tried to justify it saying, if I got the 50k one, I would only have to buy the one. Indeed.
Well, there's some logic to that.
100%. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
just put that on again. Just want to touch that wee bit up.
Careful. Don't be overspraying that nice black bit you've just done. Yeah, it's a bit like my house, that, Haley. I have to say. There's no one else is interesting coming into my workshop, so it's easy to hide things in there.
I had a very cheeky request this morning.
Go on.
Somebody wants to donate a sculpture to a church.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me if I would like to donate it to them so they can donate it to the church.
What?
So they get to make the donation, but I pay for everything.
That's not the way it works.
No.
That sounds like it's one of those too good to be true things. Yeah, get lost. You donate it to me and I'll donate it to the church. Yeah, right.
Right,
I don't think
guys.
churches need very many donations, guys.
I'm going to let that dry and call it quits for now. I'll let that dry for an hour or so, and I need to clean up the inside of that where the blue and
Yeah, a bit of overspray.
touch that. Overspray, clean that around with sandpaper, and it needs to get a coat of lacquer on it as well. So later on, I will do that. Where's my tailstock gone? Oh, there we are. So there's a wee bit of gold to go round into the here as well, and just thought I would give that a go after seeing
Very good.
turn that.
Nice.
So there you are, guys. I'll put a couple of pictures up later on of the finished piece, but it's a bit wet at the minute to do anything with, and else too. That's a problem with you do when you're making stuff like that. So
if you put me on the screen, Paul, I'll show you one that I did earlier.
Yeah, I'll put you on the screen.
There you go. Look.
How do
So
I
it
put you
started. Just highlight me.
on? How do you got you on your own?
If you hover over his picture at the top right,
Oh,
There we
yeah,
go. That's it.
I'll do.
So there's one I started doing a while ago. It's got two different types of texture on the bottom,
Yeah,
and just similar to what you did, cut a bit out of it,
yeah,
and there's the two sort of
yeah.
two same
Same
idea.
idea. Same
Same
idea.
idea. I got
yeah,
it from I got it from the same source as you did.
So
So,
it's a wee bit of, you know, you can play
and I
around
just
with it.
modified it a wee bit. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be 100% like that, but it can be any shape you want.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. It's just that
you
I
know,
just thought I'd show you that just because it's a form that you can play with and make it into anything you
just
like, basically.
just seeing Gary do that on Saturday,
Mhm.
give me an idea for today's
That's where I
piece.
seen it. I seen Gary doing one. I can't remember where I seen it
Yeah.
now, but I seen him doing one as well.
So thank you very much, everybody, for spending the afternoon.
Did somebody say take that key out of the chuck? Oh, was
yeah.
that
That's
Terry
Terry
that said
said
that?
that.
Mhm.
You wouldn't have seen that if I hadn't changed the camera.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was finished with the lathe. All right.
You
So,
you were caught even from the mid-Atlantic. You were caught.
make sure you've got a lifeboat.
Paul's sending a drone just shortly.
Okay, guys. Thanks very much for coming in and joining me do that wee project. It's not finished, but it'll need to dry, and I'll
Yeah.
get those wee bits touched up on it and get some photos up later on Facebook.
Good.
And that's it, guys. And
Excellent.
thank you,
Excellent.
Brian and Pete, for coming in
You're
and doing earworm. Seeing
No problem.
Doug couldn't make it today; he's otherwise engaged. So I will say cheerio to you all, and
Okay, guys.
my worms will cheerio. Bye.
Cheerio,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Take care.
And we're